I want to welcome you to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Yaya Diamond. What's up, people? Yes. You can get us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spreaker, Spotify, TuneIn, Deezer, Vimeo, Roku, Yaya Diamond TV. I mean, come on. Go ahead and subscribe. YouTube channel is Dream Chasers Radio, as well as Women's Talk. And we're going to be right back. Don't you go anywhere. We have a great entrepreneur for you today. Welcome back to the show. Oh my gosh. Yes. So yeah, I know everybody talks about my little spiel that I go through. Like, how can you memorize that? Well, when you said it 100 times, you memorize it. So that's how you memorize things. You just write it down, and after a while, you don't have to look at it no more. And that's how that works. And being an entrepreneur and being on my toes all the time just makes it so that I can really talk without stopping at all. And then that's how I became a podcaster. Breath. All right. So I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. We have a wonderful, wonderful entrepreneur and guest and a woman on the show today. I want to welcome, just go ahead and tell everybody who you are and what you do, because I'm going to mess it up. I really am.
I am Jennifer. I am the owner of the Posh Pet Boutique. So basically I am a fashion designer for the pets.
Oh my gosh. Yo, that's got to be something. You know, everybody's like going crazy about their dogs and their kids.
Oh, yes.
And okay, and then their kids, because I see leashes on kids now. So I'm like, wow, they become like pets too, you know. But going back to like the actual pets. So tell me, how did you start this? I mean, and what, I mean, why?
Because I'm insane. Well, I actually years ago decided, and we're talking years ago, I was like, I think I'm going to make dog clothes. And at the time I lived in an apartment. I didn't even have a dog. My mom had it for my dog. And I teach myself everything because I'm not good at school. I'm not good at sitting there and paying attention for long periods of time. Google or whatever, if Google was even around. And I just looked for dog clothes. And believe it or not, I looked at how they made them. I didn't look at patterns. I just looked at actual dog clothes. And I was like, I could do that. And I actually had my sewing machine from high school. Why, I don't know. And I started making these things. And every time I'd make a new one, I'd leave my house, drive to my mother's, which was like 20 minutes away, and try it on her dog. And oh my God, I still have some of the original things. Like the legs were like so skinny, and I don't know what I was drinking or smoking at the time because it was bad. It was bad. So trial and error. I did that for a while. And I had worked at that time, I was grooming dogs. And my best friend owned the grooming shop, and it was too hard to groom and do the dog clothes and everything. So I ended up stopping, and I stayed grooming, left there. And I pursued my artwork. I'm an artist, and I quit all my jobs to do my artwork, which I was doing really, really good at. But you know me, I get bored, and I'm like, I think I'm going to do dog clothes again. So, and I had just got a puppy. That was what happened. And I went to PetSmart, and there was a shirt for like $20. I'm like, I could do better than that.
Right.
So that's kind of what started me up again. And I had a friend who I knew from grooming. We used to groom his poodles. He's like, Jen, I'll back you. Little did he know. At first, it wasn't going to be that big a thing. Next thing you know, we have a brick and mortar, and thousands of dollars later, here we are. So I'm self-taught, and I don't think before I do things. I just do them. Like, I don't have time.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. I didn't think about it when I started podcasting in 2006. I was like, I think I'll podcast. Okay.
Exactly.
It's just you jump. I mean, entrepreneurs, people who are successful, really, I mean, the first thing that they do is they jump in, and they've thought about it a little bit. They've dabbled in it a little bit. They see the potential. It makes them happy. And so they do it.
Yep. That's me. I'm like, I'm going to do it. Like, I love to draw. That's when I'm like, all right. And at that time I was working at a screen printing shop, and I was grooming, and I'm like, I think I'm just going to draw. So I quit all my jobs and drew, and I did really, really well. And then I was like, okay, now I want dog clothes. My dogs are naked. It's not good.
Your
And
dogs
I'm
are
not
naked.
spending $20 for a shirt that I could
Come
do
on.
better.
And that's the little tiny ones. They get more expensive when you get to the bigger dogs.
I know.
It's
So,
like,
yeah.
come on. I'm going to cut a t-shirt up and just put it on them. It's like, here,
Yeah.
you look good in a small.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
My
got for
dogs aren't allowed
$5.
to be naked.
I can go to the dollar store and get a t-shirt and make it out into a t-shirt for my dog.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, yeah, no, definitely. I mean, wow. So, okay, so thousands of dollars later, I mean, tell me about, I mean, was there any time that you had an issue that needed to be solved that was kind of unforeseeable, or one of those issues, you know how you get into it and all of a sudden it's like you either going to go forward or you're going to stop. Did you have one of those?
Well, honestly, the pandemic, the coronavirus that hit, I honestly, I told my partner, because again, he's the money end of it. I'm the creative end. Like, it should just be called Jen's Useless Talents. Like, I could show you around. I mean, I know we're not on video, but anyway, that was the time. I had given him the option. I said, if you want to pull out, because without him, I wouldn't be here. Let's be honest, without all his money that he's invested in this.
Right.
And I gave him the option. And I said, if you want to pull, because people don't know where the next paycheck's coming from and everything, it's scary. And he's like, nope, I think we have a niche. We're going to keep going. So that was definitely.
Because there's a couple of things, and as a Black woman, okay, I know my hair gets done, darling.
Yes.
Okay, hair gets done. All right, that's the Black woman. You never see. Okay, and so there's just certain things that people do, like pet people. They take care of their animals regardless of whatever's going around them. They could be in a shelter because a hurricane is coming and they're trying on dog clothes for their dog. Okay.
Yep.
I've seen it. So there's just, you have that niche. You do.
Yeah.
Wow. So now with everything said, you know, being that you have a backer, being that you have everything together, what do you foresee yourself doing in the future? Do you see yourself growing? And what kind of pet clothes do you do? Do you do like just the normal and then like the show pet? Because there's show pets. There's all kinds of pets that do everything, you know?
Yeah, I do everything. I do from everyday wear up to formal wear and everything in between. I mean, I've dressed anything.
There's formal wear for dogs?
Oh yeah, people that get weddings and stuff like that. I actually, when I first opened, I had people contacting me. I'm in Ohio, and we had, because of Corona, they didn't do it this year, but last year they did a doggy prom. They do it every year. And I had different people contacting me. So I ended up we have a 3-legged pit bull named Ireland. She got a prom dress for me. And then I had Reagan, which was like a Labradoodle, a big doodle dog. Totally different customers. Well, don't you know, they both won. He won king and she won queen. And they're all calling me, and they didn't even know each other until they were there and realized I made both their outfits. So they called me and told me they won. I felt like I won. I'm calling all my friends like, I won doggy prom. And they're like, oh my God, Jen, what are you talking about? I'm like, I just won the prom.
Oh my God.
So yeah, I did prom dressing and they won. I was so excited.
That is so cool though. So you make everyday wear, even socks, and do you do shoes?
Socks and shoes. They don't, a lot of dogs won't wear socks.
I know my dog goes. My dog gets that funny walkabout. I'm like, what is this?
Yes. And shoes, I haven't learned how to make shoes yet, but I do have a friend, a customer. Her dog has bad back legs. So she brought me in these shoes. She's like, I keep buying these shoes, but she drags her back legs sometimes. And the shoes, she wants me to make steel-toed shoes. I'm like, sister, I have no idea how to do that, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah,
I mean, I will
figure it out, and it's all like you said before, when you started, the legs were really skinny. You don't know where you think, but I mean, think about it. Everybody has to start from the bad. Right. Everybody has. If you're going to start something, it's going to start from the bad. I think the worst part of starting something is starting something. That's just my thing. I think I
agree.
So now that you look back, what do you say to the person that's starting?
I always say, keep going. Like I've had, because I said I'm an artist also, and I got my name out there really well with my artwork. And I've actually had artists that are just starting out contact me and ask me, what advice. And I'm like, never stop trying, because I could look at something that I did years ago, a pencil portrait, And it was laughable. I mean, it's bad. And I thought it was good back then. And then you compare it to what I can do now, you know, where people are paying hundreds of dollars for my works now, as opposed to my scribbles I started with. But you don't give up. Don't ever give up. Keep going. Never put that pencil down, or whatever it is, your sewing machine. Don't stop sewing. Whatever it is you want to do, just do it. You know, like you said, you're not born good at it. You got to keep going and going and going.
That's right. That's right. And you know, let me ask you a question. As a woman and, you know, an entrepreneur, a woman, what is it like for you to be that entrepreneur, that creative part of your business? Have you ever had any opposition?
Have I had any what? I'm sorry, Penelope was barking.
That's okay. Opposition. Have you ever had any opposition?
No. Well, I love that I'm a woman doing this, but I don't ever, how do I put it? I don't really think about it. You know what I mean? It's just like, listen, I'm doing what I want to do. I don't care if I'm a man, a woman, whatever. I'm doing it. You know, nothing's stopping me. And if
that's how I feel.
Yeah, I don't quit. Like, I just keep going. And I usually in the end get what I want. You know, that's always been.
It's mine.
I get what I want.
Yeah, it's mine. I'm going to get it. It's mine.
Yep.
And what's mine is mine. What's yours is yours. And what's mine is mine. And I'm going to get mine. That's how I've always felt too. Yeah, definitely. Well, wow, Jennifer, thank you so much for being on the show. Where can people go and look at your clothes, girlfriend?
Well, they can go. I have a website. I have a brick and mortar in Mentor, Ohio. But I have a website. It's theposhpetboutique.com. So and I'm also on Facebook, The Posh Pet Boutique, and Penelope, my dog. If you go to my site, you'll see her. She's a little Pomeranian.
She's so cute.
She also has a Facebook page, Penelope the Fashionista. It should say Penelope the Brat. And she's on Instagram too, Penelope the Fashionista. And so is the Posh Pet Boutique.
Oh, wow. That is amazing. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for being on the show. And
Thank you.
And, you know, and for bringing your positivity. Look, people, if you want to start something, just do it. If it makes you happy, if it's not going to hurt you or anyone else, go ahead and do it. You might be horrible at it in the beginning, but like Jennifer said, if you keep going and you just keep doing it, you'll get better at it. And that's it. That's just the way you progress. That's all. That's it.
Yep.
That's the secret sauce.
Exactly.
Well, thank you. Thank you. It's such a pleasure having you on the show today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And thank you guys so much for tuning in to Dream Chasers Radio. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and also go to Vimeo and you can subscribe there as well. And download our podcast and our videos on Amazon Fire at Yaya Diamond TV and also on Roku at Yaya Diamond TV. Thank you guys so much. And Women's Talk, this is going on there too. So thank you guys for listening there too. So, you know, that's how we roll. All right, guys. All right, Jennifer. Until next time, guys. I love it. So cute. Dare to be different. I dare to be different.